let's get into a topic today about musicals. This is generally a fun topic for me today because one, as you guys all know, I am a theater kid. I love theater. It's just so much fun with this experience because one, you get together with just a bunch of people who are part of the same show with you. They become like your second big family that you get to probably spend Christmas with. Hopefully you guys don't have performances on Christmas because that would truly suck. But I think at the same time it would be cool because um, it's just you're with your other family that you get to spend another great holiday with them. So today I am going to talk about uh, 10 specific musicals with all of you that come to my liking. Leave a comment down below if you guys like the musical that I show on here. I'm not going to get into a ton of musicals because one, I have a long list of musicals that I like. Some of them are Disney. I mean, who doesn't like Disney? Come on. But I'm going to show about 10 Broadway musicals today. So the first musical I have right now that I really want to show, it is my favorite musical of all time, is West Side Story. West Side Story is a really great musical. It talks about about love, hate, and racial discrimination all in one. Has the great three genres and a musical: classic, pop, and jazz. It's just super fun to be a part of. It's just amazing. The reason why originally like it is because one, I am a Shakespeare fan. It does have Romeo and Juliet. I mean, I don't personally like Romeo and Juliet so much, but you know what? West Side Story just made Romeo and Juliet way better because one, it's just like, Romeo and Juliet, in the original, Romeo and Juliet died in the ending, but in the ending it's, Tony died. It kind of like shows that the feud is ending in death again, because like Ivory feud doesn't, it ends with death, and sometimes feuds don't really end with life, they end with death. I love West Side Story personally because I got to perform that show at a Tower Theater here in Bend. I was one of the Shark Gangs, obviously, because I'm Hispanic, so I couldn't be a Jet. Or well, could I? Nah, couldn't be one. One of my favorite songs actually from West Side Story is America. I love America. I think it's just super fun. You get to it's just like it's one of the songs you get to dance to. Somewhere it's very awesome. I sing it all the time. There's a place for us, somewhere a place for us, peace and quiet and open air, wait for us somewhere. That is my singing voice. I'm also a singer, if y'all can tell. So now I'm going to share with y'all the next musical that I personally like. So the second musical I have right now is Hairspray. Hairspray is super fun. I think it's super cool. One of my favorite, actually, my favorite songs from that show is Can't Stop the Beat, Good Morning Baltimore. Personally, I like all the songs. I listen to them on replay. Call me weird, I don't care. Say anything. I don't really care about it. The main reason why I like that musical is because one, it talks about integration, and it's the comedy of integration. You watch it, it's about integration, but you kind of get behind that because all your focus is on the comedy, the music, because it's so awesome. It's just a show that you want to just keep watching sometimes. I don't know if all you guys like it or not. If you guys don't like it, that's okay. I don't really mind. I don't really like tell people off, like say, how could you not like this musical? It's just, if most people like it and some people don't, it doesn't really matter. If you guys like it, please leave a comment down below. My favorite song, actually, I would have to say, my most favorite song has to be Can't Stop the Beat because one, it just talks about how the world is changing and you can't stop it. You can't stop a river from flowing. You can't stop the world from spinning because the world is changing. It's just all about that, and every single character just comes in. They have like one each solo, and it's super fun. I actually got to watch it in Ashland, Oregon, at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival in a theater down there for a jazz choir trip when I was in high school. It was super fun. It was a dream that I always wanted to see. I always wanted to see Hairspray perform live in a theater. And I never thought that, Hairspray could be performed here in Oregon, because one, obviously the majority here in Oregon is white, but it's white, white people. And you really don't see, you really can't really see a musical perform that way. But after I found out that the Oregon Shakespeare Festival relies on everyone in the whole world, not just Oregonians here. So the third musical I actually really do like is called In the Heights, written by Lin Miranda. Oh, it is just it is super live, like nice musical. I like every song from it. I can't really name them, but I just love every single song from it. It's super cool. I mean, if I could like, it's technically my third favorite musical. It was Rent for a little bit, but then In the Heights kind of replaced it. So I'm sorry if y'all just think that, Rent is like one of your favorite musicals. I mean, I like Rent too, personally. That's probably one of the musicals I will share on this video next. Now, the fourth musical I have is Anastasia. Anastasia actually takes me back to a time where I loved watching Disney for a while, like to see all the prince and princess, because when I was a kid, I loved Disney. Obviously, what kind of kid doesn't love Disney? Anastasia is just talks about the time of Anastasia, I think was a princess or an empress in Russia. She the musical is actually historically inaccurate, but I still like it because the music is cool. I still think that one, they could have probably written the real version, but at the same time, I don't think so. I think it was still awesome. I think it's still cool the way it is. Now the fifth musical I have is Rent. A great musical. Take Me or Leave Me is my favorite song from that show. It just has that powerful riff moment that I really like. It's just super cool. I just think it's just like a musical that I would love to perform and like to put out there, because it's just so awesome. Take me, baby, or leave me. It's so cool. I even have it on replay. Like I listen to that musical on replay all the time. Now the next musical I have is Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia is kind of like a guilty pleasure musical. Has all the songs from ABBA, the 70s rock band, which I think a lot of people back in the 70s like, and I think nowadays people like it too, because ABBA is really cool. So, I mean, some people now in this era like the 70s, like oldies but goodies. It's a musical about this girl that doesn't really know what she wants, so she invites like these three guys who her mom hooked up with. She's trying to find her dad, basically. But it's really fun actually. The music, how they had existing music from, and they put in their show, and how they connect with the story with each different song. Another musical I like is Grease. Grease is one of my favorite musicals. Honestly, I would love to play Danny Zuko in Grease, because one, that's just my dream role of all time. That is my dream role. I would so love to play Danny Zuko in Grease, and I would probably keep playing him if there's other auditions for Grease as well. I usually started liking musicals with I think it was with Grease. I started liking musicals with Grease. It's just, it's basically played by adults that make fun of high school. Sure, it does have a bad message, but it's just adults making fun of high school, like how they think high school life is becoming. I also do really like the show Wicked. It's super cool. It's like the Wizard of Oz with the two witches that are like the stars of the show, and take you on their journey of Glinda and Alphaba, and see how their lives reconnect. Obviously, who doesn't like the song Defying Gravity, that super high famous song of the show? Also, another musical I have is Les Mis. I love Les Mis. I got to perform some songs with Les Mis at spring concert that I did back in high school in jazz choir. So our pick was Les Mis because it's just like we were just rampaging of like what musical we should pick, what spring sing should we pick. So we went off the bat and said, why don't we do Les Mis? And the director decided to say, yeah, we'll do Les Mis. So I truly love Les Mis. It talks about the French Revolution, which is really cool. I honestly love all their songs. On my own, pretending is beside me. That's just one of the cool songs I have there. I dreamed a dream that time gone by. That's a cool song. I have it on repeat. I like that song, honestly. I think I do. Oh, and this song's actually really cool. There's a castle on a cloud. We did like some kind of ballroom dancing when we performed that song. It was kind of cool. It did connect with the song as well. It's more like there is a castle on a cloud. I like to go there in my sleep. Pretty tough. See, I couldn't really remember. I can't really remember the notes. I think I changed keys a little bit. Probably my throat's a little scratchy. But you know, I don't really remember the notes when we sang it. That's pretty tough. All right, now this is the final show I have. Hadestown. Hadestown is super cool. It's the if you guys ever heard of Greek mythology, let me know. So Odysseus and Orpheus and Eurydice. It talks about that Greek mythology legend back then. You know, when they were gonna, Eurydice is a wood nymph. Orpheus is the son of Apollo who strums music with his harp, and they plan to get married, and then she dies and gets taken down to the underworld, and he wants to get his love back. So Orpheus travels to the underworld and wants to reclaim his love back, and he meets Hades, god of the underworld, and Persephone, the queen of the underworld. So he tries to retrieve her back, and when he tries to get there, he gets stopped by Cerberus, the three-headed dog that guards the gates to the underworld, to Hades. And the dog is like wondering who's there, and Orpheus strums his heart and kind of sings a little lullaby to the dog, and he goes to sleep, and he makes his entrance to the underworld to see Hades and Persephone. So Orpheus tends to tell Hades that he lost his love and he wants her back, and of course Hades is more of the trickster. He's god of the underworld, doesn't want to probably give Eurydice back, but he makes a deal with Hades and says that you can take Eurydice back, but you cannot look back while she's following you. So Eurydice tends to follow Orpheus, but his quest is to get out of the underworld with her, just to not look back. And with his temptation, he's almost out there. He looks back and sees Eurydice, but Eurydice falls back to the underworld and stays trapped there forever. And now he's back up to the surface and can never probably see her again, because he's pretty heartbroken because of that. I love that musical because it's a jazzy pop musical. I love the songs. It's just like a best. I would totally vote that it's a best winning musical on Broadway. I would definitely vote yes for Hadestown. So that's all the musicals I have today. So please leave a comment down below if you guys liked any of the musicals that I shared on this video, and if you guys have any other musicals that you like, probably that I know of and that comes to my liking, I probably might share it on the next video also. Probably might share it on the next video. Yeah. If you guys really did like this video, please leave a comment down below and leave a like, hit that thumbs up. Also, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel to not miss another video, and I'll catch you guys next time.